Hello everybody, welcome to this new video. Today I want to talk about vigilance, its importance, and how to stay vigilant. Cue the intro. I want to start off with this. If you are not vigilant in your day-to-day life, you become vulnerable to the attacks of the enemy. Your divine armor begins to deteriorate. And so you must stay watchful all throughout the day at all costs, because someone who is indolent in his day-to-day life will be so in a spiritual battle. Therefore, he will be a mediocre soldier and he will constantly fall. Another important aspect of vigilance is the idea of comfort. You must at all costs make comfort your number one enemy in your life. Because comfort dulls vigilance. Comfort is a tool that the devil uses to make you vulnerable and attack you when you least expect it. So always stay active and don't partake in the sensual pleasures that your flesh craves, but rather deny yourself constantly and mortify yourself for your love of God. This is how you become indomitable. This is how you become a great soldier for God. And all of this is infinitely pleasing to God, to see us resist and fight against our own nature for our love of Him. And a realization that you must have is that if you do stay vigilant and if you are disciplined and you mortify yourself constantly, you deny yourself things that you want throughout the day, you do it often, and you're not lazy all the time, then the spiritual battle becomes less demanding. It's not easier. It will always be hard, but you grow accustomed to it because you're in it. You're in the trenches all the time. So you have both of your feet in the battle. It's not like when I feel motivated, I will go to the gym, I will do this, I will do that. And when the temptation comes, some days I will be stronger and other days I will be weaker. No, because you have both of your feet in the battle. You're constantly aware of this battle that's going on. And so I don't find the word to describe it, but it's not easier. Okay, I'll compare it to this. Imagine the Spartans, okay? The Spartans. When they were preparing for a war, they were all in a war camp, ready to attack anytime. And so every single day, they had in their mind that war was imminent. And so every day, they were prepared mentally and physically. They trained, they sparred together, they fought together. They were always ready for battle. Now contrast this with the same Spartans, but now they're at their home, in their village, doing the day-to-day life, attending to their wife, attending to political stuff and things like that. If an enemy is courageous enough to attack the Spartans when they're at their home, I think they would have more chances of winning if the Spartans at their war camp, ready to attack, fought against the same opponent, because they are not in the battle already. If you can't understand this comparison, please leave a comment because I'm horrible at this. Anyway, let's get back to the video. But essentially, it's extremely important that you understand that being disciplined and always denying yourself, mortifying yourself, always doing these things is part of our religion, of how we live as Catholics. Okay, it's not only about, okay, I believe in God, I have faith in Him, so I'm saved. No, it's not that. It's you have to have faith, you have to do good deeds, but also you have to, there's a parable in the Bible, the parable of talents. It talks about God gives 3 servants an amount of talents. He gives them each talents according to their ability. Talents can be gifts. To one he gives 5, to the other 2, and the last one he gives 1. And so the first one with 5, he goes and multiplies the 5 and he has 10 now. The other one, the one with 2, he does the same thing and now he has 4. And the last one, he was afraid. And so what he did was he went and hid the only talent that God gave him. The master returns. He attends to each of the servants. He speaks to the first one. What did you do with my talents? Master, I multiplied them. Now I have 10 for you. Good, good. I'm pleased with you. The second one, same thing. I multiplied them. Now I have 4. I'm pleased with you. And the last one, which had only 1 talent, I was afraid, sorry. So I hid it. Here's what's yours. The master is angry at him because that's not what he wanted him to do. He gives you gifts. He gives you graces. He gives you so many amazing things that you could never repay him. He gives all of this to you for free because he loves you. And you go and waste it completely. How this applies to your life is that he gives you all these gifts, your intelligence or your strength or your way with words. In my case, I didn't have that talent. But he gives you all these graces and you go and waste them. So what you should do is all day work hard on improving yourself and using those talents that God gave you to do great things in this world for his glory, not for yourself. And so here are some practical tips for you to stay vigilant. You should always work out. Okay, so train at the gym or body weight, or even in my own room. I stay most of the time in my room to study, and so I have weights and I just train with that. Also, deny yourself. Throughout the day, you'll have desires that you want, pleasures. For example, you want to eat something sweet. I would recommend you to often deny yourself that pleasure that you want. So not always. You can eat chocolate sometime. I do. But most of the time, try and deny yourself that pleasure that will build you that discipline and keep you vigilant. Another one, which is very important, I think this one is the foundation to all the other ones, is to fast. The important thing here is not to fast for the sake of being proud of yourself. Oh, today I fasted for 18 hours. Oh, I'm so strong. Oh, you ate the breakfast? Oh, you're a loser. No, I fasted for 18 hours. So don't do that, but do it so that you can control your mind and your thoughts and refocus them on God. Another great thing about fasting is that if you struggle with other sins, for example, lust, that the devil keeps putting lustful thoughts in your mind, if you fast throughout the day, your mind will go from thinking of these thoughts to thinking of, I'm so hungry right now, I want to eat anything, right? That takes your mind off of the lustful things and puts them on hunger. And the last one is to pray without ceasing. So always pray. Whenever you have a problem, whenever you struggle with something, give it to God. He will solve all your problems. Have faith in him, trust him, and keep praying. Pray always. Because a soul who doesn't pray is vulnerable to the devil, becomes weaker. So always pray. And the last practical tip is to subscribe to this freaking channel, bro. I'm kidding. But yeah, if you found this helpful, I don't care, don't subscribe or anything, but at least share it with someone that it could be beneficial for him. And God bless you. And may you live and die in the arms of Jesus. Amen. So stupid.